Since I am lacking on the social aspect of my exchange trip, I have decided to fill that gap with an act of kindness to the entire school community. So what I started to do about 2 weeks ago, I brought with me on exchange these wristbands. It says, "Positive is how I live." This slogan is actually a slogan of my father's, and it's a well-known slogan around in the Virgin Islands. If you come to the Virgin Islands, I guarantee you will not leave without seeing this slogan somewhere. Whether it's a bumper sticker, because I have bumper stickers, a wristband, a t-shirt, sweaters, it's just everywhere in the Virgin Islands. So what I started to do was I started to place these things in different locations around the dorm, in the school, just so people can find them and feel good. Inside there's a little note that says, "By wearing this band, you commit to promoting positive attitude and positive living." And so my thing is, usually when I'm on exchange or whenever I go anywhere, I carry these with me and I kind of give to people that I meet that I feel that deserve the wristband. It's kind of like a sign of my friendship. So being that I don't really have much folks or much friends here, like I've stated before, I'm just giving them to strangers because I have to do it somehow, and it makes me feel good. Just to, like, when I leave a wristband somewhere and then I go back the next day, just like walking past, I see it's gone. It makes me feel nice, to know that someone found it and thought it was cool. Like, I just feel like I probably made their day. And I even saw some people wearing them around school, and that was like, oh, that's cool, I know where you got that from. Yeah, so spread joy and kindness, and you yourself will feel great in return. Alright, let's start the week off nice. Jeez, this sun. I'm ba-da-ba-ba-ba, loving it. What's up, guys? That's right. So right now I'm headed to some type of like tourism conference with my class. I'm getting it for extra points, but yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. My teacher really didn't tell us too much about the event, so I'm kind of just going inside there blindfolded. I'm pretty excited, I got me dressed up. So yeah, I'm headed to the meeting point, and then we're going to leave campus and head to this conference. Let's see how great it is. Alright, check out. Alright, party people, I am back from the conference, and man, let me tell you, that was really an experience. It really was. It was very refreshing. It was very inspiring. So pretty much what the tourism conference was, it's called Tourism Innovators. It was hosted by the World Tourism Institute, and actually this was the first year that they hosted this event, so that's pretty cool to be a part of the premiere pilot launch, I guess you could say. And pretty much what the conference was speaking on was essentially how can Cape Breton capitalize on their tourism, and how can they make this destination more of a world-class destination. And really and truly, it is great to see the synergy amongst the tourism operators on the island, and to see that a lot of people are willing to work together. In my opinion, Nova Scotia, Cape Breton to be exact, has a lot of potential. There's a lot of, like they stated inside the conference, there's a lot of world-class services and a world-class excursions for tourists to see when they come here. And really, it's pretty underdeveloped here in Cape Breton. That's due to just the lack of awareness. You know, a lot of these people aren't really too much aware. It's only in the past maybe decade that people have started to really develop and turn what this island has into something to sell, a lucrative business. And yeah, just like I said, I think this destination has a lot to see, a lot coming up in the coming years. They definitely have a strategic plan in place, and I really feel like it was wonderful to just be a part of that. Just hear all these exchange of ideas in an industry that I am very excited to be a part of. And you know, as tomorrow's leader, I was very fortunate to see today's leaders in action. You know, allow me to brainstorm from this age to then. I feel like it's very important for people to understand that tourism is a global industry, and regardless if a community destination like it or not, visitors are going to come to your destination, especially in the world that we live in, such a connected world. And yeah, so being that regardless of how you feel the community about tourists, they're going to be coming. So that's why it's important for people like myself to take up the responsibility of learning how to manage and deal with all these fluctuation of visitors yearly, and just to make sure that it's all in order. Because as I've seen many times through various case studies throughout my degree study, I've learned that when a location does not have proper tourism management, then it's going to be devastated in the long term. Perhaps it's not going to be seen in the short term, but it's definitely in the long term it's going to see some effects. We can take Cancun for an example. They're having a lot of drawbacks now. It was probably a good investment on the Mexican government maybe 10 years ago, but now, due to the lack of managing and the lack of forecasting the problems that they may be having, Cancun is facing a lot of these issues too. Alright, this is going to be my last comment about the conference, but I wrote down a little something. They gave us a notepad, so while at the conference I wrote a little something, and I just wanted to summarize what I wrote, because you know, I felt like it was a good thought. So pretty much I wrote that this conference is bustling with potential innovation ideas. It is giving inspiration on how I may develop my own destination. There is a lot of implementative relations between Cape Breton and my home community. The remoteness of the land makes it prime for exclusive, world-class services. And that's something that they mentioned in the conference, how to create exclusivity. Yeah, and just pretty much how to work on marketing correctly to the visitors that need to come here. I just feel that's it's just really something to really think about, you know, how to create an authentic experience. They even mentioned in the conference that I wrote this quote that authentic means it's coming from the heart. that's one of the presenters said, and I really resonated with that, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to find out how can I be more authentic, how can I be more culturally indulged with my visitors and make my home community, the Virgin Islands, one like no other. And I really want to say, due to this conference, I have a lot more insight than I have yesterday. And I just want to say thank you to Cape Breton, thank you to my teacher, Miss Mary Jane Morrison, and just thank you to the universe for just blessing me with such magnificent opportunities left and right. And I'm just grateful for every and anything I can ever experience in life.